They forbade her from washing her hair and it rotted. This actress almost went bald, and the reason is unbelievable. Sophie Turner played one of the main roles in Game of Thrones, Sansa Stark. She revealed that for a long time she was forbidden from washing her hair. In the early seasons, her character was royalty, so she could take care of herself normally. But around the 5th season, her character went through tough times, and to keep it realistic, the directors told her to stop taking care of her hair. She says that for a few years, she couldn't properly wash her hair, so it became greasy, brittle, and smelly, all to maintain the realism of the show. Sophie said the worst part was the endless itching, and even after a long time, they still wouldn't let her take care of herself. That's why she always seemed sad and even cried during interviews about the show. At least the strategy worked. She became one of the best actresses in the cast and won awards for her performances. After a while, she got permission to wear a wig and take care of herself normally again. But that's nothing compared to what her colleagues had to go through. The actor who played Jon Snow couldn't shave his beard or cut his hair. It was actually in his contract, and the fine was surely hefty. That's why he only changed his look after the series ended. But the other actors had to do something worse. Whenever a character went through a tough time, they were forbidden from taking a bath. After almost a month, their smell was terrible. But that's exactly what the directors wanted, because that way, the smell, the appearance, and the reactions of the people around them were as realistic as possible. According to the director, not even the best makeup in the world can make an actor feel like they're in the character's shoes. In the case of Game of Thrones, the actors went along with it and tried to live as realistically as possible for their roles. Something even worse happened to this actress, who was forced to shave her head. Anne Hathaway had to shave her head twice in her life, first in the movie Les Miserables and the second time in The Witches. But on one of those occasions, she was forced to. It turns out the actress didn't read the contract properly, so she didn't know her character would be bald. She tried to talk to the producers, but there was no way around it. Anne had to choose between cutting her hair or paying a hefty fine for breach of contract. That actor is crazy and almost lost because of a role. Christian Bale may have won awards for playing Batman, but it was in the movie The Machinist that he showed he's an excellent actor. To get into his character, he agreed to completely change his body and lost almost 62 pounds in a few months. He became so thin that the producers had to keep an ambulance nearby in case of a tragedy. And the most shocking part is that shortly after, he had to gain back those 62 pounds in just 3 months to play Batman. But that cost the actor dearly. Recently, Christian said in an interview that these drastic changes are too risky and that if it were today, he would never do it. According to the actor, the hardest part was gaining weight. Bale said he struggled a lot with that because to gain weight healthily, he had to eat a lot and exercise at the same time. He said he would eat everything in sight but couldn't rest for the rest of the day. After all, he could have serious health problems if he didn't take care of himself. Something similar happened to Tom Cruise. Whoever saw the hunk from the Mission Impossible movie would never suspect that he's this guy. But believe it or not, it's him. Despite Tom being quite muscular and good looking, recently he looked like this. Cruise agreed to go bald with a big nose, over 30 pounds, just to make his character more realistic. But it was worth it, as the actor was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor and might even appear in the sequel to the movie. Which movie are we talking about? Leave your answer in the comments.